all month long, we're talking about manifesting the moment. And today you're going to meet a woman who took control in her destiny.
Oh, she did. She manifested the one thing that she truly wanted in life. Take a look.
I don't think anything is out of reach. Maybe it's just about resetting your vision for how you get there versus you thinking that you've lost the opportunity. My name is Isha Sesay. I am a journalist, I am an author. I also run a digital media company called OK Media. I moved to the States in 2005. I was an anchor at CNN International for 13 and a half years. I paused every now and then and realized that this is all great, but I'd really love to be a mother. I'd really love to have a child. But when I cast myself forward and I think, what is it that I would regret the most at the end of my life? It'll be not having a kid.
That feeling was amplified after Isha's mother suffered a catastrophic stroke 6 years ago.
I think being in that position of a caregiver, realizing the importance of a child to a mother, did kind of bring it home that, oh, it's something that I yearn for.
Last year, Isha put that idea into motion.
I have a yearly ritual, which is to spend New Year's Eve with my vision board. So I moved motherhood right to the top of the board. In 2021, I decided that I was going to do everything I could. I was just coming off a really bad relationship, and I remember thinking to myself, if I sit here waiting for the perfect man to come along, I could be waiting, past the point of possibility.
Isha's first step was to reach out to a fertility doctor.
Isha came to the appointment with her phenomenal positive attitude. She was full of hope. She was ready for this journey. I think she was feeling empowered.
I'd done one transfer and it hadn't worked. And we'd had to stop a second transfer halfway through because my body wasn't reacting well to the medication. I went into the bathroom, used the stick, left it, came back, and it said pregnant. And I remember just clutching a stifling scream and literally falling to my knees. I couldn't believe it. I'm still getting goosebumps, actually. I say this baby is a culmination of almost a decade's worth of prayers and effort. I absolutely think that this is my child. This is my child who chose me, and we're meant to be together.
There are many different ways for us to build that path. We can't sit back and not do anything, right? It won't happen without that. So it's very important to put that journey out there and to take control.
Today, Isha is 47 and just weeks shy of meeting her baby girl. While her mom is still in the hospital, Isha is finding ways to include her on this journey.
I did take her hand and put it on my belly and say, your grandbaby's here. So, they say that she's part of me, so she's part of my child too.
Oh my God, that was so beautiful. Wow.
Aisha, we just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I think Hoda and I've talked a lot about this because Hoda has two little ones of her own that came to her at the perfect time a little later in life. But to say that out loud, to speak your biggest dream.
Yeah, it's definitely something that, not everybody understands, but that's the whole thing. It's your journey. It's your story. And you know what you need. And I knew that I wanted this child. And I didn't need anyone else to co-sign or understand the path to it. Oof. I was just going to make it happen.
I loved how you moved motherhood up. You had this incredible career, and I'm sure a lot of women can relate to this.
Yes.
And wondering, did I miss the train?
Yes.
Am I too late? But you took action.
Yes.
Like you're like, first things first, I'm going to move it up. Second thing, I'm going to IVF. Third, like you didn't just have a dream, you had a plan.
Yes.
It's not enough to just have the dream. And that board is actually an older board. So if you see on the board, the one that's actually in the piece, because I'm in New York right now, my stuff is in LA, it actually has marriage above the baby.
It did then.
And then it flipped.
It flipped.
And then I was like, can't be waiting for this marriage business. Let's not do that. And then in my 2021 board, it had the baby. Right, with this pregnant, with the pregnant belly in hands, and Listen, I've said the board in and of itself, having a vision board it's not magical.
No.
It just helps you focus and channel your energy and effort.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to speak out loud
Yes.
what you
Speak out
want.
loud.
You know, and I can't help but be touched by that moment where you put your mom's hand.
Yeah.
And what did you learn from her that you can't wait to pass on?
Just unconditional love. My mother taught me, I always say this, I've had so many amazing moments in my life and career where I sometimes think, wow, you're a little girl whose parents came from Africa, whose grandparents didn't even go to school. And here you are doing these amazing things and meeting these amazing people. And my mother always, as a child, would just be, go for it. Whatever it was.
Boy, what great advice through life. And I know you'll give the same advice.
And that gave you probably the courage to go for the
Absolutely.
biggest dream of your life.
Have you imagined the feeling once they've placed that little girl on your chest after she's born? Have you even let yourself imagine that?
No, I haven't. It's like you want something so badly, you've prayed for something for such a long time. And now I think I don't know what I'm going to be feeling other than this overwhelming gratitude. And, it is gratitude tinged with the sadness that, my mum's not physically here, but she's spiritually here.
Yeah. And everything that was in her is in you. And we can't let you leave without a little...
Just a little something.
Something for your babe to be.
So we just got some stuffies and some swaddle
We know you're
stuff.
a writer, so hopefully some books.
That will help.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We love you. We're so happy for you, how beautiful your story is and what an inspiration.
Thank you for
too.
having me, and I'll bring the baby.
Please.
Aisha, thank you. We can't wait to meet her. All right. If you want to know more about Aisha's story, she wrote a very personal essay just for us. It's on today.com/essays. Thank you again,
Beautiful.
Isha.
Thank you.